Let it echo. The songs on this album are a journey personally, whether it's through loss or different things, but the amazing thing about recording it at our local church was we walked through those together as a church, and I think even just overall, we as a body, we were able to come together and walk through different seasons of life and encounter, joy and breakthrough and freedom over the past year. And these songs are really an expression of that, of personal victories, but also corporate victories. And I think the amazing thing about worship and praise is that when we worship, when we praise, it not just affects us or those around us, but it also affects our region and our cities and our nation ultimately.
This album is a transitional album for us because for years, our albums have been recorded live at conferences. When we were kind of a youth group and a youth ministry, we were putting on these conferences and we record them live. And there was something special, I would say, about recording live at those conferences. It was electric, it was passionate. But for us, we really knew that as we have planted a local community of people that are going after God with all their heart, it just felt important and significant that we would record at home, that we would actually record with our local community of believers. Our heart is still that people would encounter God. Our heart is still that something would get ignited within you to worship. But there seems to be a depth to this album that is just so evident because it's coming from a place of real deep community, of walking together, being on this journey together, and our experiences with God together.
In your presence.
These songs feel like they're not just our songs, but they're their songs as well. That when we're singing the songs on this album, we don't have to explain where it came from or the story, behind the song. Our church family just knows it. They know the song, they know where it's come from. They can hear and see the words and go, yeah, I know why Kim wrote that, or I know why Chris wrote that. I know what was in their minds. I remember that season. We were all walking through that season as a family, and it's just really powerful and really exciting.
You're the healer of the sick and the broken. You will comfort for every heart that mourns.
There's something that is different than the other records, I feel like, that is on this record that's been able to be captured. Every song on this album is really something that we've seen walked out this year. And it's not something that's just been written because we need this specific type of song to finish off this record, but it's a part of the story of our church.
Yeah, and it's felt, I think for us, being a part of Jesus Culture, being here in Sacramento now for 2 years and the church going strong for a year, it feels so much more like family, like we're a part of something bigger than just making our own songs. And to us, it just feels like a privilege to be a part of something that we can see being sustained for a long time.
From beginning to the end, you deserve the glory. You deserve the glory. It's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives within me. Christ who lives within me.
There's so many real stories that these songs are being birthed out of. And for me, the exciting part about this album and the exciting part about even writing these songs is that we get to take this real life situation of how we've seen God be faithful and what we've seen Him carry us through and the victories we've experienced, and we get to present that to the world and say, experience this same Jesus. And for me, that's the most exciting thing. I know these songs are coming from a very real place for every writer, and it's just amazing to be a part and watch what the Lord does with these songs.